tagging India as a developed country, as the US President Donald Trump has done, is wrong and has no basis whatsoever. On WION Edit today, we explain. Along with India, he's also clubbed China as a developed nation and said that he would oppose any attempts by India and China to take advantage of their status at the WTO. Any such move could have grave consequences for global trade and economy. India and China account for 36% of the world's population and have lifted a huge section of their people out of poverty in the recent decades. Between 2006 and 2016, India lifted more than 27 crore people out of poverty. China did even better, pulling since 1981 more than 85 crore people out of extreme deprivation. These are success stories in human history. The developing country status helped these two Asian powers to engage in globalized trade. The opening up of newer markets helped their economic growth. Donald Trump's assessment of the situation is protectionist, to say the least. There is nothing wrong in his basic argument. True that the divide between the developed and the developing world needs to be bridged. Far too many countries like Singapore, Saudi Arabia and Brunei have defined themselves as developing nations. This too needs to be looked into. But to target India and China specifically is bizarre and wrong. It may be because Trump's approach to trade is based on tariffs. At a different level, the World Trade Organization itself needs to be reformed. To talk about definitions of developing and developed is vindicative and discriminatory. The developed nation dichotomy is not good for the WTO. We agree with that. The organization should bring in changes that make issues case-specific. Globalization has suffered badly in the last few years because the US is in a protectionist mode, and its president views the second largest economy of the world as a beneficiary of WTO rules. The US wants to impose tariffs to protect its own interests, but both against India and China, and this is a bilateral issue, not a matter to be fought at the WTO. Taking this issue to this organization could hurt developmental progress in both India and China and growth in Asia. At a time when the global economy is not in the best of health, raising such issues for leverage in bilateral trade, as Donald Trump has done, will not serve any country well.